Hello, it's another day, and it's another day where I'm going to be trying to talk people out from thinking that reform is the party for them. I think that's what my channel has sort of become now, isn't it, really? It's just sort of the anti-reform party. And what I'm trying to get through this, the way I see it now, I think there are two types of reform voter. There are the blind, sort of believers in Farage. Farage can do no wrong. He is our man. And for those people, you deserve absolute ridicule non-stop until you just stop it. And I also believe at some stage, if the swingometer keeps moving from people from reform to restore, that our Nige, bless him, he might just say, "Oh, the hell with this," and he might just quit and go back to media or something like that. But there's another group of people out there who are sort of being pragmatic, and that is that, like, I know I don't really trust Farage. Reform aren't exactly what I need. They can see what's going on with the new people coming in, like, just bringing anyone from the establishment. I mean, they just brought in somebody, an Indian man, like an Indian national from Labour, and he's just, yeah, you can be in here, and he's like full on lefty, and it's like, yeah, brilliant. Look, he's brown. We're not racist. So, um, for those people, so what I mean is, so the point I'm making here, and this is someone I consider a friend on here. He goes by, well, I won't say his actual name, but I won't also say his name on his like YouTube sort of presence name. But he will often, he will say that to me. He will say, "Look, I just don't want the Greens to get in," and it's like, so the point of this video is, this is the black pill. Here it is. It's a massive, bitter, nasty tasting black pill that you have to get down you, and it will do you good. This is like your mum making you eat your cabbage, otherwise you couldn't have any ice cream. You have to do it. You have to take this black pill, because what it is, it's the acceptance of, it's sort of like an extension of the red pill. It's annoying, actually, that the red pill used to mean that you'd woken up and you've seen the lies of the media and the establishment and the sort of the global order, and you've seen through it. There's a reference to the Matrix, and now it means you're a bloke and you got to try to bang as many women as you possibly can. It's annoying, really. Anyway, but it used to be that was the red pill and you'd woken up, but the black pill is that bit further, because it's an acceptance that no matter what happens, voting isn't enough. It won't be enough. People have to be actively involved in taking our country back. You can't just say, well, I'll wait for the election and I'll vote for this party and hope that they sort it out. It's an acceptance that you have to be involved. So I'm a member of Restore. We're going to be having our first branch meeting at some stage for Central Devon. There's a nice chap that's trying to organise it. I spoke to him a couple of days ago, and so if any of you are in that sort of Central Devon area and you want to meet a superstar, join Restore and say that you want to be part of, get more involved. There you go. That's going to bring in 0.1 of one person to Restore. But that's being involved. We're going to, well, we're going to have a meeting, and then we're going to go and we're probably going to leaflet drop them. When I used to do this for UKIP, we used to go to sort of like precincts and just talk to people. We'd put some bunting out, and this was sort of a couple of years after the Brexit vote, and it wasn't being dealt with, and people would come up. Some people would agree with us, some people would argue with us, call us names, all that sort of stuff. But you got to be prepared to do that. You can't just sit back and vote. But also, it's going to get nasty. There's nothing that can stop that nastiness. Even if Restore get voted in with a decent majority, it's still going to get very, very nasty. There's enough agitators, there's enough Islamists and communists that are just not going to take it, and the globalists as well will agitate, and wind them up, and it's going to be really, really nasty. No matter what, no matter what happens. There's a guy I used to talk to on Rev's Discord, Grumpy, and hello mate, if you watch this, I haven't spoken for ages, but he was saying that in his area, there's some blokes would get together and they just walk around, do a little patrol, just sort of if they saw some scallywags up to no good, oh, what are you lot doing, or just sort of generally sort of doing the police work that the police don't do anymore, And I just think it's going to take that. It's going to take a commitment from people to actually be involved. But anyway, so for those that are just, blindly supporting Nige, you're an idiot. You're an absolute idiot. If you can't see that they're just the establishment, then it's going to, I don't know what it will take to wake you up. I suppose vote for them, they get in, and then you find out that they're not what you wanted, and then you're going to be all upset, aren't you? For those that are trying to stop the Greens getting in, my point would be, and I'll say this again, if I had a binary choice, if there was just two options, reform or Greens. Okay, come on, Zach Polinsky, just wake everyone up. Let's get to that collapse that bit sooner, so that then we can actually do something about it. And that's really what the black pill is. It's an acknowledgement, it's an acceptance that that's where we're headed. And then the only way you can get to that mysterious white pill is when enough people have actually taken a black pill and realise that there's some dirty work that needs to be done. And we have to do it. You have to roll your sleeves up. You have to stand. You have to put your head up above the parapet. And you have to take those slings and arrows. Because just voting ain't enough. Anyway, take the black pill. It's nasty. It's disgusting. Get it down you. Because it's actually good for you. See you soon. Bye.